This is where we show you the ins and outs and everything there is to know about mobile homes. It is truly our mission to transform lives through mobile homes. So thanks for watching Franco Mobile Homes.
Now, I do want to talk a bit about what you also said, Sonny, is you're working with these agents. Why not work with the specialists too? What do you feel like being a specialist in mobile homes or on our team would really makes a difference compared to working with a regular agent?
Yeah, so as we talked about already, that the mobile home process differs a little bit when it comes versus like a residential purchase. So the more hoops that you have to jump through. So working with a specialist like us who have done it multiple times over and over and over, we can predict things that haven't happened that will happen yet, or things, and then we can mitigate and like resolve that accordingly. Or we can also we have relationships with the park manager as well, so that we can make this process just go as smoothly as possible for like not only the buyer but the seller as well.
Yeah. And for me, I think there's something that isn't being mentioned here, because one thing is working with a specialist in mobile homes. You're working with Sonny, who's, remember, you work with a buyer, but you're not working with only one buyer, right? And that works to the buyer's advantage, because if they work with Sonny, they're working with someone that's thinking and looking at the market of mobile homes every single day. And because that you're looking at mobile home transactions every single day, you know what trends are happening, you know what's a good deal versus a bad deal. And then also you have first insight and good relationship with anyone in the mobile home industry. So you might find some off-market opportunities. And then also because you have relationships with people that deal with mobile homes, you have a little slight edge to be able to push for your buyer to get an offer accepted, right? And have you ever have you witnessed that yourself? Or
yeah, so it's happened a couple times for me too, where let's say a mobile home goes on the market and it's listed by an agent that doesn't specialize in mobile homes. They're doing it as a favor, or it's a family friend or whatnot. When I submit my offer, I say, our team specializes in mobile homes. That's all we do. We can really assure you a quick and easy close. And because it gives them the confidence that like, hey, Sonny or Patrick know what they're doing. They have a good relationship with the park manager. They know exactly what's needed. It's kind of, the listing agent kind of is hands off at that point. So the least amount of work that the listing agent can do, they're going to want to take that option. So even just what you pointed out, where because we're in like such a niche market as well, we're exposed to off-market listing, whether it's our team or from like acquaintances and relationships that we built with not only the park manager, but other agents in the industry as well, where they know, hey, Sonny or Patrick have a buyer that might be interested in this home because we dealt with another buyer that in conversation we're looking in this particular park. They'll call us up and they'll say, hey, do you have a buyer for X, Y, and Z? We want to make this as easy as possible. So we'll get first dibs on seeing the home. And if we want to submit an offer, then it's less competition. But then we kind of get first dibs on and if we pass it, then they'll just list it on the market afterwards.
Awesome. Last thing, Patrick, tell me a bit about this house. So this home, they came from an apartment. Let's actually hopefully they can add some screenshots of this, but would you say, the whole myths about like these mobile homes being poor quality, trailer trash thing, describe this house, because this buyer that I met with was ecstatic and excited about getting this home.
So basically, we were able to get our buyer into a 1,700 square feet home. This was built in the early 2000s. And so it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, and it has tons of lighting. It even has a little island in the kitchen. It's just a very charming mobile home to start your family in, especially for someone that's expecting a baby. I feel like that's more than adequate enough space to really just make it into their own and really just take in that starter family vibe that they were looking for.
Mhm.
And so they were really happy with
Yeah.
what they found. We were able to
1,700
get that done for
feet is
them.
a
And I
lot for that. For those.
It's over
a lot.
1,700 square feet, and there's like a side yard, but I want to add that most importantly, Patrick was able to get them pending on below asking price as well.
Yeah.
So they got everything that they wanted to expand their family for less than what the listed price was for.
So Patrick, tell me a bit more about the breakdown of the payment, because I know in that this is in a very nice area, a very good school district. There's expensive homes in this area, whereas renting a 1,700 square foot home, like you mentioned, is closer to $5,000 a month for a 3-bedroom, 1,700 square foot average home. What was their payment looking like when it comes to owning this?
So with their space rent being at $1,324, they had a mortgage payment of $2,700, and putting that together, I would say that would equal about $3,900 a month. You know, compared
4,000 and is it?
3934
Oh,
specifically.
my math is wrong. I thought, anyways, 3,900. That's good. So
39
just around under 4,000.
3934. Yeah. So, you know, 3,900 a month, which, you know, saves you almost $1,000 or $2,000 compared to the $5,000 you're renting on a single family. That's around the same size of 1,700
Yeah.
square feet.
And for context, for people watching this that aren't from San Jose, where it's a very expensive Silicon Valley area, right? So a mortgage on a $1.5 million home, their total payments are going to be about over $8,000, and renting wise, it's for something of this size is going to be around $5,000. So they're able to pay less than what they would for renting. Plus, they're also going to have that ownership element of it. So that's, you know, and with that, they have the pros of ownership too, whether it's appreciation, the tax write-off, and the comfort of having their own place is also great too. And with the photos, you can see how beautiful this place is. And if you drive through this park, you'll see how great the neighborhood is. But that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add, or is it frozen, or is it? Anyways.
No, I
Thanks,
think
guys. Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, no, sorry. I think the last thing I just want to add is for those who are still debating on whether or not like to make the jump to buy at least a mobile home to as like your starter home, like this family did, versus renting. Rent's always going to keep going up, and you're not paying into an appreciating asset. So what's good about the family that Patrick was able to help them with is the kid is able to grow up in a school in a good school district, versus if you were to rent in that school district, if renting becomes almost unaffordable, then they're going to have to uproot the kid and move them to wherever they move. If it's outside the school district, then they have to move schools basically. And that's just a hassle that his clients were able to avoid. So I'm just happy to see that they were able to find a home before the baby was born.
Such a good point. Well, that's a happy ending for that client, and we really hope to help so many more people. I'm glad you guys are on top of it with this type of thing, and we really hope to help more. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being here, guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.